is a process of decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. Tonight's episode is entitled Choices, Decisions, Consequences, and Rewards. This life is hills and valleys. We all exist under a universal mandate that presents choices that yield decisions. These decisions conclude with consequences for bad decisions and rewards for good decisions. This fact governs every living entity throughout the entire universe. This mandate for life dictates the path we travel. It prevents continuous bad decisions from becoming uncorrected. You cannot keep making the same bad decisions. The consequences for each bad decision becomes increasingly more severe as the behavior becomes entrenched and uncorrected. A question always asked is, what part does God play in bad behavior? First and foremost is that God created and installed the choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards mandate into the lives of all entities in the universe. With this mandate, God incremented accountability into the existence of all beings. You see, in nature, it's called natural law. For humans, it's called common sense, denoting a sense we all should agree on. God instituted this as a path aligned to truth, since God is truth. Everything God does is truth. To depart from his will is a lie or untruthful. The choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards mandate incorporates an alignment with God and truth. Everything bows to the will of God, either willingly or unwillingly. The choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards mandate propagates the will of God into the existence of all beings. Making bad decisions will inherently lead to death or the end of life. Bad actors or those who engage in wrong decisions as a way of life will suffer the ultimate consequence, which is the end of life, where no decisions are made at all. Conversely, the ultimate reward for making good decisions is that you get to continue to make more decisions. Thus, the reward for good decisions is life, whereas the consequences for bad decisions is death or the absence of life. God is truth. God is the creator and maintainer of life. God sustains life. It is by his permission we take our very next breath. God created the systems that promote life, the water cycle system or hydrosphere, the air circulatory system or atmospheric circulatory system, earth or reproductive system, the weather system or meteorological system. All these were put into place by an all-knowing God. He also put into place the choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards mandate. This one law instituted accountability and served as the lane lines for following the pathway of truth or the path that God has ordained. This law assures life for the followers of truth and as a consequence, death for those who decide to follow lies. Anything that departs from God is a lie because God is truth. Everything that God does or ordains is truthful. To follow God is to be a seeker of truth. To believe in God one must admit the existence of his opposite, the father of the lie, or Satan. This evil entity exists to deceive, to confuse, and misalign the truth. His mission is to deceive man, to get man to worship anything other than the one and true creator of the universe. This evil creation exists with the ultimate purpose of spreading and promoting lies. We must wade through the mudstorm of lies thrown at us every waking moment to uncover the truth. Satan constantly attempts to misdirect and misrepresent right and wrong. He presents up as down, left as right, forward as backward. Total confusion is his world picture, a world mired in darkness, mistrust, and no moral aptitude. God is truth and light. We must be seekers of truth and aspire to light. The existence of choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards is our roadway line markers. This mandate denotes much as a double yellow line that opposing traffic is traveling in opposite directions. A do not cross indicator. A danger of head on collision is possible if the line is crossed. Imminent death or the loss of life will result if the line is ignored. When the consequences outweigh the rewards, then change is necessary. This is a result mandated by God's choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards law. God sustains us through his creation of systems and laws. We live by his permission, and he has created a world balanced by his systems and laws. To God, every knee shall bend, either willingly or unwillingly. Proof of God's existence and the fact that he sustains us is in these systems for life that he has created and his choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards mandate. God is all knowing and he knows what we know not. He installed a universal mandate that directs our very steps with accountability and a built-in need for course correction. The fact that bad decisions yield consequences is a roadway lane marking that sets forth a pathway course corrector that prevents continuous bad behavior. The ultimate consequence for bad decisions is death, the realm where there are no decisions made at all. Thus, bad decisions ultimately come to an end. Conversely, the ultimate reward for making good decisions is you get to make more decisions. With this mandate, God sustains life for us all. God is eternal and universal. His laws and systems were created for our continued life. Our world exists by his permission and is sustained by the choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards mandate. To choose right in all our life endeavors is the true meaning of recovery. Recovery is a spiritual awakening. It is initiated and sustained by God. It is our seeking his will and fulfilling his plan for us that grants us continued success in life. Recovery is a process of decisions, and our decision to recover is a decision to live and not die. Our sustaining recovery revolves around our commitment to serving someone other than ourselves. This is the true will of God, to be used by God in helping someone other than ourselves. The more we give away, the more God gives us to give away. The more we empty our knapsack, the more God fills it. Thus, the principle is simple. The more we give, the more God gives us to give. Giving promotes gratitude, trust, and joy. The joy when giving is immeasurable. What we receive in return is incalculable. Choices, decisions, consequences, and rewards is the pathway lane marking for the road we travel in life. Making good decisions means we get to continue on this road. The joy we receive when giving to others is the fuel we use to continue on this road we call life. Be mindful of the decisions you make as you strive to make the next right decision. In recovery, striving to just do better is a daily activity. The end result of this daily mission is more rewards and less consequences. By striving to do better, we are at our absolute best. This is Trent Thomas on the Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast.